Hey, what's up? This is Peter. So I want to talk to you a little bit about prophetic ministry, prophets, and people skills. See, the reality is that we believe that prophets and prophetic people who minister prophetic are to have people skills. They have empathy and self-awareness and positive communication and this and that. There's like 10 different things that makes up people skills, according to some agency. Okay, so here's the deal. Is biblically, I can't see any basis for this at all. Can you imagine Elijah calling down fire and mocking Jezebel's prophets? And was that empathy? Was that self-awareness? Was that positive communication? No. I mean, John the Baptist. I don't think the guy was accused of having good people skills, but he was effective. Zephaniah said the whole world will be destroyed. God's done with all y'all. And he went to his family and said, "You guys are gonna face this wrath too." He definitely wouldn't have been classified as having great communication skills. So you have no one really in the Bible. Abas goes to Paul and says, "You're going to die. Get over it. You're going to die." And none of the apostles had people skills. None of the prophets had people skills. None of the evangelists had people skills. Really. If you read Acts chapter 8, you see Philip, and Philip was pretty intense. And his daughters, which we don't know much about, were prophetess. And I'm sure they didn't sugarcoat things either. See, we got this idea that somehow the prophetic ministry is to be sugarcoated. Let me be very clear with you. I like sugar in my tea. I do not like it in my gospel, and I do not like it in the prophetic ministry. We are not to sugarcoat things. It is to come with fire and power and choose the day whom you will serve. If you want to serve the world, go serve the world. You will go to hell, but go serve the world. But if God is your God, live like it. Okay, prophecy is to conform us to the character of Christ and to rebuke us of sin, judgment, and righteousness. Okay, so this whole idea, in the Holy Spirit, I don't know where we get this doctrine, this idea. Well, the Holy Spirit is a gentleman, so like he doesn't care about our sin. No, he cares about sin. It separates you from the presence of God. And we have tried to turn the prophets into pastors, and it's not right. And we've tried to make it all about people skills. It's not right. You cannot find a biblical example where a prophet was submitted to people skills, which is actually of this world and not of Christ. So, we've allowed the world to slip in, and we've allowed psychology to become our God instead of Jesus. Because Jesus, when he walked in the temple, he didn't sugarcoat it, and he didn't pat him on the back and tell him everything's going to be all right. He grabbed a whip, he kicked over some tables, and he at one point turned to his own disciples and said, "What about you boys? You with me or not? Because I don't really care, because I'm not here to serve you. I'm here to serve my Father." So, anyways, that's just my thoughts, I guess my rant on how we have began to worship the things of this world and expect prophets and people in prophetic ministry to bow to the things of this world. See ya. So I want to bring a clarity before I put this up, because I know there's going to be some questions. Should a prophet have people skills in his daily dealings with people? Yes, for sure. It's not a bad thing to have. But should it overflow into the prophetic ministry? No. There's my issue. When it overflows into the ministry of the prophet, that's when I have an issue. That doesn't mean prophets get to go around being jerks. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying when they step into the role of a prophet and when they step into the role of the prophetic ministry, people's skills should not taint the word of the Lord. And so that's really what I'm trying to get across. I just wanted to go ahead and bring some clarity to that, because there will be people out there that say I said this and that. Trolls, but I still wanted to clarify that. So, no, people's skills should not affect the word of the Lord. Period. Done. Over. Anyways, God bless you, and there must be more.